Hey, welcome everybody. So today I'm driving around here in Cape Town, just using my dash cam, and I got a lot of thoughts in my head about this place, about South Africa, just a lot of thoughts. But some of them, I guess, when the time is right, I will share. But right now, I'm on my way to the airport. Just kind of taking it easy. I'm just passing some townships, and those places always get your attention because we're coming from the northern suburbs, and then now all of a sudden there's this drastic change of the landscape, and it's almost like reality sinks in. But anyways, this is where we are, and I have to say, it's been a very lovely day. I woke up this morning and I had all kinds of plans, but eventually I ended up just staying home for a while. I didn't do anything touristy today. Just stayed home and worked on things there. But that's basically how my day is going so far. I gotta go to the airport to possibly change this car. On the trip from Port Elizabeth, this poor car took some beating, and it took some beating in the form of mountains. So the front brakes are very squeaky. And by the way, whenever you're driving a rental car, don't put yourself in that position where you're driving a vehicle with squeaky brakes. And also, I just discovered actually yesterday that this vehicle's registration has expired. So again, that's another inconvenience. I mean, obviously the officer that was talking to me was they were kind of aggressive, but once they understood that this is a rental, they're like, well, it still needs to be resolved. So this is what I'm doing today. I'm getting that resolved. I just got on N2. I'm headed east. I am coming from Milnerton, Bortasach. I don't know if that's even the right name. And I'm gonna drive to the airport. But anyways, that's basically the reason why I have to take this back, so they can resolve the issue. I mean, they can eat up the registration, but the fact that they need to do something about the brakes means that I'm probably gonna end up getting a different vehicle. Now, this vehicle was due today, but I needed an extension, so it's kind of all over the place. It's like a messed up situation in a way. But we're gonna change this. Hopefully we get something smaller that I have to return tomorrow morning. Again, because of this inconvenience, I am going to beg them, or should I say negotiate with them and see if they can give me a little bit of an extension so I can be able to do things, because the weather here is so unpredictable. And I was looking at the forecast. It's going to be sunny tomorrow morning, and it will be perfect. It will be a perfect day to go to Table Mountain. So I would like to get there as early as possible, and then after that drop off the car. But who knows what's going to happen. But we drove on this already, going west on our way to the CBD area. Again, the roads are really nice, smooth. I mean, if you have a nice car, a sports car, this is the road for it. That's what I would say. But the views around, when you look to your sides, I mean, you get a totally sombering story, really sombering picture, because we're talking about the lives of real people who are living in these conditions. But other than that, the place is nice. The people are friendly. tell you this, and I hope I don't upset people, but that Afrikaans accent come across as rough, you know, like I think no, I have to be careful here again. The Cape Town accent, the Afrikaans accent, is a little bit rough in a sense that it comes across as a bit aggressive. But then when you take time to reflect, you realize that people are actually nice. But it's just like today, I went to get the car vacuumed, and when I got there, I was asking the owner, whoever was maybe the manager, and he was really nice about it. And this lady just interrupted the conversation, like, well, sir, you see the way this is, like, we have a lot of cars, we're not just gonna get you in front of everybody. And I'm like, lady, chill. That's not what I was saying either. I was just trying to find out the time frame and all that. I was just asking simple questions, but she, for some reason, she just sounded pissed. Like, how in the world do you ask questions? I think part of it is like, you know, when you live in the US, sometimes we get spoiled with the ability to ask questions. I think in some countries and in some parts of South Africa even, there's like this general unwritten understanding that you should get it. You should just know it. Yeah, no one should be able to explain to you. But anyways, that's besides the point. People are nice, I can say that. It's just cultural differences. Oh, there's Kevin Hart, the new movie. It's at Cape Town International Airport. Okay, car rental returns. Right, that's where we're going. I need to remember who rented this car to me. I think it's... shoot, almost can't remember. Alright, let's see if we can go through here without hitting anybody. Okay, so far so good. Avis budget. Those are my people. Let's see if my people can set me up with another vehicle. Car rentals. Exit. Car rental returns. And let's see how this is gonna play out. I have some bad experiences with these rental places, so we're just gonna hope for the best, and let's see what's happening here. I'm gonna turn here because this is budget, but hopefully because I don't want to be stuck here either. So let's see what happens. Hopefully somebody comes to me so I can explain my situation. I mean, you could hear my brakes squeaking. Let's see. She's wanting me to. How you doing? Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
Good. So this car, they told me to bring it here because the registration is expired and the brakes are squeaky. So I think they are gonna try to switch to get me a different car.
Oh, you want to take it?
Yeah. Oh no, I can't even do that either because I didn't put petrol in it.
No problem.
No, because then they will charge me for if the tank is not full.
But it's the same amount that you're going to pay on the petrol station. They're going to take from a deposit.
Are you sure? Because I don't think that's how they do it.
I'm sure.
Because I know there's a petrol station nearby.
So you can go. You want to go there?
Yeah, if I can go there and do that, because that might resolve the issue. And then, do I need to come back here?
Yes, you need to come back here.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. folks. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but apparently your boy here made a little mistake. How do I go out of here? I made a little mistake. Mistakes happen. They're part of life. I totally, because I was so distracted talking and whatnot, I was kind of deep in my thoughts. I forgot to get petrol. Now she's saying that it's okay because they can fill it up and then they'll just charge from the deposit. But yeah, they're gonna charge from the deposit, but then, you know, I just feel like once you don't have the vehicle, once, you know, they get to do whatever with your card, they'll just charge you whatever they want and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's the thing that makes me a little bit unsettled. And now this is with rental companies, not just here in South Africa, but in the States as well. I always try to do my due diligence to make sure they have full tank, and I make sure I stay with them as they do an inspection, because I don't want any surprises. Like, I don't want them to come back and say, hey, look, you broke this, you broke that. Because I tell you what, man, there's just something about the business ethics behind this rental car program. I feel like they are out there to rip you off. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't rent out cars. By all means, please do so. You'll save yourself a lot of trouble. It's just been nice. It's been really, really nice. And I'm almost sad that I have to return to the States next week. But that's life, you know. And, you know, I also miss that. I also miss the States because that's our home. That's where we live. So, yeah, you're talking about someone who's conflicted here. Alright, now let's see how this works. You're going to have to stop. Oof. Tight. And look at that gas station. Busy. But the thing about here is you just be aware of your surrounding and just cooperate with people. Don't be too somebody beat me to that. Don't be too polite. I'm saying that, and that's a stretch, I know that, but don't be too polite. You can be polite, but just don't be too polite. That doesn't work very well in this side. And here we go. See? We found the spot. So we're gonna go ahead and fill up, and we're gonna take this thing back. And I don't know what his goal is in front of me, but you know, he needs to fill up too. So we're all gonna fight for this. But I obviously am not going anywhere because this is the side I have to use to fill up. All right, well, if there's any drama or whatever, I'll turn the camera on, but for now we're just gonna let it be. Yeah, but the thing is on this side. Where should I park then? Hey, so here's our drama here. They want me to face this direction. I can see why, some of that, but at the same time it's kind of weird. But okay, here it comes, but maybe he will explain to me why. There we are. I'll fill it up.
Oh yes. So
Yeah.
this is a card, no me cash.
Card.
Can you open it for me?
Yeah. Okay. So I just left the what do you call it? The gas station, right? guy gave me an explanation. I feel like because he works here and he knows what takes place here, so I guess I believe him. There we go. I believe the guy. So his explanation for what just happened there simply is that I guess there have been some people stealing gas, petrol. They just get there, you pump their petrol, and then they take off. So if you are facing the opposite direction, their cameras are unable to scan something on the disc. He talked about a disc. I'm assuming the disc is the sticker they have here on the dash, on the windscreen. So he was saying that it's a little bit harder for them to do that anymore. These thieves, criminals. So that's why we had to do what we had to do. To be honest with you, I was getting really frustrated with that. I was like, why in the world do we have to do this? But after the man explained it, I'm like, okay, now I get it. I'm on board. I support that. I understand why that has to be done. So it's all good. So round 2 of returning this car. And I can tell you this, guys, I lower my expectations when it comes to some of these things, because I always run into problems. And the problems are always that somehow, they don't have cars, right? Even though somebody has already called them, I can tell you now, like somebody called them and said, hey, look, we have a customer that needs a different car. I'm gonna get here, and so what I have to do is I have to drop it off with the people there, and then I have to go in. But by the time I get in, they're gonna tell me, we don't have a car, and I have to act fast, because if I don't act fast, I'm gonna end up with no car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to act fast because they're gonna take this one, and if they return this to wherever, like, technically speaking, they shouldn't give this car back to me, because they know the issues this car has. And so now it's a matter of, like, am I gonna get a vehicle or not? And it's already late in the day, so trying to rent a vehicle might be a challenge. So, but we just have to give it a try, and we're gonna remain positive and see how these companies do. And this it's not bad, but it could be bad. So round 2, let's see how round 2 goes. More cars. So a lot of people are dropping off their cars because they gotta go to the airport. Avis. Yeah, wow. A lot of people renting, I guess. This is at the very back, so that might be a good thing.